Okay, welcome. Let's see who jumps on board. One person. Let's see who jumps on board. More people. Welcome. Let's get some likes here so we can create a feeding frenzy and have some more people jump on board. All right, some people are joining. That's awesome. Thank you for connecting, everyone. Let's send some hearts out. The more likes we send, of course, the more people we are going to have on board, the more of a feeding frenzy we are going to have. So today, I want to speak about holding one thought. Like, hold one thought in your mind, okay? Now, what is the reason I'm saying this? You two guys. So why am I saying this? I am saying this because when you hold a thought long enough in your mind, what is going to happen is you are creating a vibration, a frequency, and you are going to bring whatever it is that you are thinking about, you are going to bring it into this physical reality. Okay? It's no two ways about it. But the key is you need to hold this thought alone. Okay, so one single thought, hold it alone, and I would suggest you hold it from anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. The longer you can hold it, the better it is. Okay? And the reason for this is because when we are focusing on something, we are going to bring this into this physical realm, believe it or not. Let's get some likes here so we can create a feeding frenzy, and let's share this video so more people can jump on board. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know me, you can go right ahead and you can hit the follow button on my page, and also you can hit the notifications icon, the little bell icon, so every time I upload a video you can be some of the first to get notified, of course. Okay, and at the same time you're going to find at the link tree there, you're going to find my other links to my YouTube and Instagram as well. And for those of you that wish to subscribe, you can, this is your opportunity, you can subscribe while I am live. That is your only option. When I'm not live, you cannot subscribe. So now back to the topic. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is actually test this out for the next do this for the next 7 to 9 days. Okay, and see what kind of results you're going to have. Take one particular thought in your mind and hold this thought for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, and just hold it as clear as possible. Okay, and then I want you to repeat this as many times as you want during the day. And I want you to do this for, I would say, 9 consecutive days. Okay? If you can do this for 9 consecutive days and hold this thought as clear as possible, you will be mind blown, okay, at the result that you will get. Whatever it was that you wanted to manifest will manifest just like this. I am not kidding you. This is very, very powerful that I'm sharing. I have done it multiple times myself, and I know others that have done it as well. Okay, so go right ahead and try it, and let me know how it works out for you. Now, having said this, where are you folks connecting from? Leave me some comments here so I can see where you guys are connecting from. And if you have any comments, of course, to add, go right ahead, and by all means, you can ask me any questions that you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be on this topic. I normally start off with a topic, and then, you know, we can have questions and answers and whatever else you might have here, not related to the topic. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're getting some messages here. That's good. Montreal is in the house. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Live video ending shortly. Okay. from Ethiopia, East Africa. Awesome. I'm glad to have everybody on board here. Australia's in the house. Awesome. I guess it's already in the morning there. Milky Way, hello. Hello to you too. Beautiful. British Columbia is in the house. I love it. Montreal, Quebec, of course. Love and light from New Hampshire. Awesome. So many different wonderful people here connecting from all around the world. I love it. And Boots is asking, where do you get this knowledge, Ontario? Boots, I'm happy to have you here. Okay, so if you're asking about where am I getting this knowledge, it's downloads that come to me in a form of a vision or a form of just a download or a form of an image or feeling and stuff like that, right? That's how I get my information. Now, who else is here? Hi, just arrived. Honest. Dennis is here. Love from Manitoba, Canada. Okay, Rachel Williams. Thank you, Rachel, for connecting. How's Bella doing, by the way? Actually, I know that Bella's doing much, much better, but I still wanted your input on that. Boots, thank you, my friend. Always a pleasure having you on board. I love the work that you do, by the way, Boots. And Rachel, awesome. And New Brunswick is in the house. Awesome. I love that. Been to New Brunswick a few times. I love it. Blessings, love, and light. Thank you, Boots. Love and light to you, my friend, as well. Okay. Baby girl is in the house. Who else do we have, and what part of the world are you connecting from? Georgia's in the house. Okay, so we have a few of our American friends, of course, and that is always wonderful to have here. And I love every single one of you, and beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. And like I said, the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we're going to create. And of course, the more you share this, the more people are going to jump on board. Okay, have a good night. Gotta run. Thank you for connecting. Regardless, love to have everybody here. Thunder Bay, Ontario's in the house. Of course, Canada is in the house. Okay, so like I was saying in the morning, earlier in the early stages of this live, I should say, what I want you to do is I want you to take any thought that you want, and just put it in your mind, okay, and hold it as clear as possible, and keep it there for anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute. Okay, but don't be stressed on trying to time it. You should know, 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to feel it when it's around that time. And I want you to hold it as clear as possible, and do this a few times in the daytime, or even before you go to sleep. Okay, and if you can do this for 9 days consecutively, you are going to see amazing results. Chances are your manifestation is going to come a lot quicker than the 9 days, but I'm giving you 9 days just for argument's sake. Try it out and let me know how it works out for you. Boots says, I would love to book an appointment with you if possible. So I am going to start taking appointments, Boots. I will definitely keep you in mind. That is for sure. I'm going to let you know when I'm going to start doing these kind of things, and you would be one of the first, of course, because we've been following each other for a while now, and I love your work as well. Thank you, Boots. And Sue says, love listening and learning from Drumbo, Ontario. Wow. Where is Drumbo, Ontario? I'm in Ontario and I haven't even heard of it. Sorry, but it must be somewhere up north, I'm assuming. Some place that I haven't really heard of. But I'm curious because I'd love to come out there and see where Drumbo is actually. Good question. 234. Okay, yes. Could that thought be a person? Yes, it can. This thought can definitely be a person. It can be an item. It could be a dream that you might have wanted. Anything that you want to manifest. It could be a health goal. It could be healing somebody. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Because what happens is when you take this thought and you focus on it, what you're doing is you are raising its vibration because you are feeding it energy. When we think of something, believe it or not, we expand our energy and we are feeding whatever it is that we are thinking about. We are feeding it energy and we are helping it grow. Okay, so in this case, you want to manifest something. If you hold that thought for 30 seconds to a minute, that's the tricky point. Okay, you need to be able to focus for 30 seconds to 1 minute and just focus on that one thing alone. Now, of course, when you practice this, the more you practice it, the better it's going to be, because it's going to become much, much easier for you when you practice it, right? So just practice on it. Try it out for 9 days. And if results come even quicker than that, by all means, it's a bonus for you, of course, right? London, UK is in the house. Okay, me too, please. Dennis is in the house. You too as well, my friend. Anybody that wants a one-on-one, you can always contact me. What's going on? Jedi? Thank you for that galactic mastery. Nothing is really going on, and everything is going on at the same time, my friend. Ichi68 is here. Hello, my friend from Germany. I'd love to have you here, as usual. Dennis is saying my cancer. Well, in this case, instead of focusing, I'm assuming that's what you're saying, instead of focusing on your cancer, you would focus on your health. Okay, if that's what you're referring to here, I'm not sure. But if that's the case, you would focus on your health or you being healthy. That's what you would focus on. One simple thing, don't overcomplicate things, right? Have a single image in your mind or a single thought and feed that thought with energy. Don't overcomplicate it and have one thought overlap the other, okay? That's where it gets dicey, but you can become really, really good at it. And thank you for all those likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any questions that you might have, go right ahead. This is the time to throw them. Like I said, it doesn't have to be questions that are related to this particular topic. They could be questions from any other topic that you might want to discuss. For those of you that don't know me, again, you can go check out my page and you can hit a follow there. And if you like what you see, of course, and you can also hit the notifications bell there. So every time I upload a video, you can be some of the first to, to see the video, right? And at the same time, right at the bottom of my page, you will see my link tree. Okay, it's a link that I have. If you hit that, you will find my links to my YouTube and my Instagram, because I do different things on different platforms most of the time, and a lot of these lives that I do here on TikTok, I upload them on YouTube. That way nobody actually misses anything, and I don't miss anything as well. And having said that, if anybody wants to subscribe here to me, you can. You're more than welcome. You can do it while I am live, because that option, once I'm not live, disappears, I guess, right? So you can only do that one while I'm live. All right, any messages we have here? Anybody want to say anything? This is your time, because the more people that jump into this conversation, then the longer this live can be, obviously. So, Brian says, how long have you been receiving downloads? Believe it or not, Brian, we all receive downloads on a daily basis, okay? The difference is we need to be aware that they are downloads, because a lot of times we mistake them and we think that it's our own thoughts, right? Which in reality, we don't even generate thoughts, we are just receivers, okay? Because that's just how our brain is tuned. We do receive messages constantly on a daily basis. The thing is that we need to understand that these messages are not something that we've generated. And the way you would understand this is by noticing maybe the language, or maybe noticing the way it's put together. Is it something that you would normally think about, or is it something that you would normally talk about, or is it just something out of the blue that just came that normally doesn't cross your mind? So I've been receiving downloads to my awareness now for at least a few years now, I would say, okay? But lately they've been becoming even more and more stronger. But thank you for that beautiful question, Brian. How do you get rid of blockages to clear inflammation in the body? Beautiful, beautiful question. Galactic Mastery. So it is very, very quite simple in a way that I know some people will talk about chakras and meridians and all that stuff, and that's all good too. But my favorite way is to simply do an internal body scan, okay, within you. So the way you will do that is you will just feel the energy building from within. It doesn't matter where you start. You can start from your head or down to your feet or whatever, and you just do a scan, okay? And I prefer the scan to be like in a loop. So let's say I start from my head, it goes downwards towards my feet and then on the back, and just loop it, right? And when you see that energy is flowing, then you're okay with it. I wouldn't be concerned. But if you see that you are stuck at a particular spot, this is where the blockage is, okay? So this is what you do. You just focus on that spot gently, though. Don't force anything. You focus on that spot and just send it some love. That's all you got to do. How do you do that? Just by connecting with the emotion of love. That's all. Just think of something that you love. Could be a spouse, a child, a grandchild, a pet, doesn't matter. Just connect with it. And just focus on that spot where the blockage is for, I would say, again, 30 seconds to a minute. If it takes longer, then so be it, okay? And slowly, slowly, you will feel the blockage clearing, okay? This is how you do it, and this is how your inflammation in the body is going to actually heal itself. Okay, Baby Girl saying, do you have any idea as to why I dreamt of a dragon? So, what does the dragon mean to you? Okay, that's the question you need to ask yourself. A dragon to you might mean something totally different than what a dragon would mean to me. So that symbol, you got to go back, and sometimes you got to go back to your early stages of even when you were a child, and try to see what kind of a connection you had with dragons. Is it a good connection? Meaning, are you in awe when you see dragons? Like, do you like them? Do you love them? Or do you see them and you are afraid, right? When you figure out that connection, then you're going to figure out what that dream meant. Because our subconscious mind communicates with us via symbols, okay? Our subconscious mind doesn't speak to us. That's why I'm saying, like, downloads that we get are not from our subconscious mind. Downloads that we get are from our inner being, higher being. Our subconscious mind, on the other hand, deals a lot with images and pictures. So to see a dragon means something to you, and you got to figure out what it is. Let's get some more likes here so we can bring some more people on board. Let's see, what other questions do we have? So what do dreams with past loved ones mean? So this is a whole different ballgame, Mark. Thank you for asking that. This is a whole different ballgame because usually what happens when we dream of loved ones that have passed, you are actually connecting with them in reality, okay? But you are connecting with them in a different dimension or in a different reality. But regardless, you are still connecting with them. Because what happens in dreams, especially, believe it or not, we leave our body. Every night, our so-called soul, if you want to call it that, leaves the body. We just don't remember it because it's just designed like that sometimes for us not to remember, or we just simply, wake up in the morning and we forget about stuff But believe me, we travel every night, and we do connect not only with loved ones that have passed, but we connect with other people as well that are living. Okay, everybody's alive, but living in this uh, time frame, I should say. I would pay very close attention to those dreams that you're having with loved people that have passed. So, what are the frequencies Tesla used to boil water? That's a very, very good question. I'm sure that you can Google that up. That's not a secret. Tesla used all kinds of different frequencies, of course, and uh, he's not the only one that was using frequencies, believe it or not. Some of the most amazing structures in this world that we can't figure out how to build them today, like even maybe the pyramids, had a lot to do with frequency and vibration. Of course, different frequencies mean a different form, okay, that would appear. And this is very, very. You can verify this with. I'm trying to think of the machine again. What is this machine called? I forget. Anyway, it's like a blackboard. Maybe a few of you have seen it, right? And what they do on this blackboard is they put either salt or sugar. Okay, you can put on it, and this all you do is you change frequency on it, right? And when you change the frequency on it, you're going to see different patterns showing up to perfection. Okay, I forget the name of the board. It's not coming to me right now, but it's easy for anybody to Google it and to find this out. So when you actually change the frequency, you have a perfect pattern. Some of the most amazing structures in the world can also be built using this technique. The difference is we need to know the frequencies, right? Tesla was very, very brilliant. He had found different ways of doing different stuff. And I'm sure if you Google it, you can find that out. And Nietzsche says, I was talking to my younger version today when I was meditating today. That was so amazing. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, my friend. That is very, very nice. So now, my question to you, when you were talking to your younger version, did you give your younger version some advice or some wisdom? Because I do this often. That's why I'm saying. And that's why I'm touched by this. Because I actually do this often. I go back to my younger self and I give wisdom. I give a speech to my younger self, believe it or not. And it is so real because I'm communicating with myself in a different time frame, in a different time zone. And it's me on both time zones. So I totally get what you're saying, Ichi. I love it. Thank you for sharing this. Galactic Mastery, thank you, my friend. Not a problem. I had the same dream 2 nights in a row. So definitely when something is happening and your subconscious is trying to communicate with you, you will have persistent dreams, okay? Now, a lot of times, maybe it's not your subconscious. A lot of times, maybe it's your inner being, your higher being, okay, trying to communicate with you in different ways. And it can also communicate with you with visions, by the way, okay? So you just got to figure out what that dream, pay attention to the symbols and emotions that it generates for you. So it's not just the symbols, you got to pay attention to the emotions as well, okay? And when you combine the emotions and symbols, you will have your answer. Okay, what should I take from it? Gotta go back and see your Rick. Okay. Yeah, like I said, what you need to take from it is depending on what those symbols and emotions do for you, right? You got to go from there because symbols and emotions mean different things to different people. And hello, my friend. what tell us our body when we tense up? Thank you. Greetings. Okay, let me read that again so I can understand it. Hello, my friend. What tell us our body? Okay, so what does our body tell us, you mean, right? When we tense up? Thank you. Greetings. So basically, when you tense up, you are creating a blockage in your body, believe it or not, okay? That is the last thing you want to do. That's why I say many times that we need to create awareness within our body as well, because when you feel your body tensing, you're creating a blockage. So what you want to do is just simply pay attention to that and relax and release it. Okay, just how do you do that? Just by just releasing it. Just release it, right? If you relax and release it, then you are allowing the flow, your natural flow as an energetic being that you are, but also the universal flow to come right through you, and you create no blockages. So just relax with it. That's all. Good evening, my friend. Hello, my friend. Awesome. How can one remember dreams in more vivid detail? So if you're trying to have like lucid dreaming, that's one thing, but vivid detail is another. It kind of interconnects in between there somewhere, but the way you would do it is this. I suggest you either have a notepad beside your bed, or you have a phone that you can, or some kind of recording device that you can record yourself, right? And I prefer the phone method over the pad, because it's just, you pick up stuff that you don't pick up when you write, right? And what happens is, before you go to sleep, just put the intention out there that you want to have a vivid dream, okay? Just put the intention. It might not happen the first night, it might not happen the second night, but eventually it will happen. Now, when you put the intention out there, it is also very important to say that you want to have a vivid dream and you want to remember it. So the way you're going to remember, you put the intention, I want to wake up when I have this vivid dream. Just put it out there. So when you do have this vivid dream, believe me, you will wake up. And when you do wake up, that's where the recording device comes into play. You take it, you record whatever you need to record, and go back to sleep. Okay? Because if you don't record it, by the time you wake up, you will forget. Almost about 90% of us do forget, if not even higher. Okay? Yes, I did it actually. Thank you, Ichi. Thank you for saying that. Good evening, good evening. Strip Pipe is in the house. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to have you here. So I dreamt I left my cat out, and I now swooped down and I tried to call her back, but the owl bore it. Okay, so obviously you have some tension going on there. So now, what does the cat mean to you, and what does the owl mean to you? So those are two symbols that you definitely have to pay very close attention to, but also you need to pay attention to what does the swooping down mean, and taking it away. So those are all clear images that you need to figure out. And Sandy is asking, do you believe in reincarnation? 1000%, Sandy. Believe it or not, if not all of us, most of us have reincarnated in this physical realm numerous times, not just once or twice, but numerous times. And there's a lot of us that actually remember not just one past life, but multiple past lives, right? But that information is not necessarily available to all of us, because it's really irrelevant in most cases, because you are meant to be in the here, in the now, and live this life to the fullest. So by going backwards, it doesn't necessarily serve you. But yes, reincarnation, 1000%. I don't just believe in it, I know it's real. Away, so I began to weep. I get it, of course. Something was taken out from under me, like inheritance, I believe. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Then I saw my cat returning with an injured paw. Yeah, so this is something definitely that your subconscious is communicating with you. There are scenarios that need, or issues. I don't like to use the word issues, but there's definitely something to be rectified there. Something needs to be brought to your awareness. Then the owl showed up and morphed into a man. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Nietzsche 68 says, I had a dream the other day that my grocery bag fell on my foot. When I woke up, my foot hurt. Wow, that is awesome. So usually, when with dreams like this, Ichi, usually what happens is during the night we might have kicked something, and our subconscious mind is trying to communicate with us, and it's basically saying to us that, hey, you kicked something, but it doesn't know how to put it together, so it just, gives you the grocery bag falling down. That would be my interpretation of that one, but having said this, maybe you didn't kick anything either, right? There's also the other possibility that it just simply means something to you. Okay, so I would go back and see what that means. But thank you for sharing. All right, so like I was saying earlier, this is a good exercise for all of you. Okay, if you want to manifest something and you want it to manifest quickly, what I suggest for you to do is have a particular thought in your mind and keep it as a thought or a vision for 30 seconds to 1 minute, and hold it as clear as possible. And if you can feed it some emotion, some positive emotion, that's going to manifest even quicker. Now, if you can do this multiple times throughout the day, that's even better. And if you can actually do this for 9 days, you will see incredible results. But the results might even kick in way before the 9 days. Okay. So yes, the owl does make sense to me, of course, but the owl to me actually is wisdom. So to everybody, it might mean something else. Had many dreams of me inside a boat with my kids and seen many tornado storms going on. Yeah, that's typical dreams of tornadoes and storms in a boat. It basically just means your life is moving around in a direction and you are just trying to hold on. Magnificent day to you, brother. Thank you. Unconditional love surrounding you. Thank you, my friend. I love that. Thank you, my friend, for your knowledge. If you want some day to begin guitar lessons, I can help you. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Love you all. Ichi. I manifest a parking spot at my home when I came home from work. It works 1000%. I used to do that years ago, believe it or not. And I used to do that years ago before I even got involved with any of this, with manifestation or anything. For whatever reason, I just tried it out a few times and it worked for me. And I said, this is funny. This works. And then who knew that later on I was going to get involved with, my spiritual journey the way I'm at right now. But yeah, that really, really works, Ichi. Thank you for sharing that. God bless you. Love your posts. Thanks. No problem. Thank you as well. So, on that note, I'm going to let you folks go. And remember, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Love and light to all of you. It's always an honor to have all of you here. I truly feel blessed and humbled to have all of you here. I love you all very, very much. And until next time, love and light. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Take care. Bye-bye.